Brandon, had an opportunity to see you out here at the Vegas Summer League last year. You opened my eyes, my man. You validated what I said on draft night when I called you the steal of the draft. You were pesky, you were getting steals, you had that glitz to your game, and you carried it over to the regular season with the Milwaukee Bucks. Now you've made all kinds of moves with John Hammond and the guys, and y'all are rolling. 46 wins last year, and you're looking like a 50-win team coming up this season.
Hopefully. First off, I want to say thanks to LeBron for leaving the Central Division, so now we have a chance to go ahead and win it. So I think it'll probably be us and the Bulls, competing for that.
I agree.
But other than that, I think we did a great job this summer. John Hammond, he got some great guys. We had a Corey Maggette. We re-signed John Sammons and Drew Gooden, so I'm really excited about that.
Well, how much fun did you have this year proving all the naysayers? Went overseas and come back, he's not strong enough, and then you make it to the playoffs in your rookie year. How much fun was that?
Well, I feel like I didn't lose a step. I just didn't get a chance to play overseas. So that's what a lot of people have to understand. I just didn't get a chance. I kept working hard, and it actually made me hungrier, to be able to try to get out there as much as I could to get some playing time. But once I came back over here, I just did everything I learned over there and brought it back to the NBA.
All right, let's talk about your head coach. I played with him. He's a tough guy. Most people said he's not going to be able to get on the same page with Scott Skiles. You proved people wrong there, too. Talk about Scott Skiles for a second.
Well, Scott Skiles, he's a coach who actually I'm lucky to have him as a coach because he takes a lot of time out just to teach me how to play the game of basketball. He played in the NBA, so a lot of things that he teaches me is just stuff that he learned, that he learned when he played. So, I think that's part of my success right now. He actually gave me a chance. He's always hard on me because he wants me to be great, but at the end of the day, you have to respect him.
And, Brandon, a lot of people said that it wouldn't work with you and Skiles. They just did not think that the personalities would mesh. And I was talking with John Hammond the other night, and we were talking about Skiles a little bit, and I said, is he a yeller? Is he a screamer? Does he actually live up to that perception? And he said, absolutely not. He's actually that man of few words type of guy where when he talks, you listen because he's not running off at the mouth all the time like yours truly. So talk to me about how y'all are sort of like defying the odds based on the perception of others in terms of you and Skiles getting along so well.
Well, me and Skiles, we have a great relationship. Of course, we're going to have our ups and downs, but that's just our competitiveness with each other. He's real intense. So when he does talk, you're always listening, because the guy gets his point across, and he's just up straightforward with you. Nobody's a superstar on the team. He doesn't treat anybody different from the next person, and I think that's just helped us out as a team in general, and that's how our chemistry so well with him.
He's a fantastic coach. I really don't understand how it went wrong in Chicago. All I did was win games with Les there, and now obviously your Milwaukee Bucks are happy and proud to have the great Scott Skiles. We're joined by Brandon Jennings, point guard of the Milwaukee Bucks, watching DeMarcus Cousins try to get off the schneid, and he finally does with a fadeaway. He started 0 for 11. He's now 1 for 12. Congratulations.
Who have you liked this summer, Brandon, being here watching other teams play? Who have excited you so far?
Well, I haven't really watched too many players. Of course, John Wall plays next, so I'm really excited to see John Wall play. Hopefully, you can show me something. I'm real critical on a lot of guys because of the rookie year I had. So, of course, I'm gonna be real critical. But, I think he'll be good though.
Ed Davis with another block and a dunk.
Hey, Ed Davis, he's in my class, 08 class right there.
He's a player, Brandon.
Oh yeah.
He's a player.
Oh yeah.
And there is John Wall coming up next. His Washington Wizards will take the court, and he is well on his way to being Summer League MVP, and DeMarcus Cousins is suddenly hot 2 for 2.
Here he comes, Rick. Wanted to see how he's going to respond after having a bad first half. He comes out knocking 2 for 2.
Hey, it's not about how you start, it's how you finish.
That's right.
No question. And his Kings back within 7, and the 6th foul of the game on DeMarcus Cousins, trying to take the charge. Don't worry, he will remain in the game. There is a 10 foul out rule here in Las Vegas. Joey Dorsey knocking him over. Now, Brandon, I'm glad you're here because in doing my research on Joey Dorsey, I read about what he said about Greg Oden, kind of dissing him a little bit. And you said something about Rubio coming into the draft. And I'm not even going to go there. I'm just going to say you can relate to this. Joey Dorsey said about Greg Oden, he's, quote, overrated as a big man. And Joey equated himself to Goliath and Greg Oden as little man. Okay. What are your thoughts on him saying that?
Well, I mean, you know, to Greg Oden, his career hasn't been going too well because of injuries.
He said this before, he came in and got hurt and stuff like that.
Oh, really?
Yeah, this was right around draft time.
Well, wow. Well, I mean, he still went #1. So, if anything, if Greg Oden didn't have the injuries, I don't think Greg Oden would still be out here playing Summer League right now, though.
And he wouldn't be sweating what Joey Dorsey is saying, would he?
No.
Now, and I want to go back on something here that we were talking about with, as Ed Davis puts it in, the lack of playing time that you got overseas. Mm-hmm. Who got playing time over you, Brandon? Who's the guy? Tell everyone the guy that usurped your playing time overseas.
Well, actually, me and the guy, we're still good friends. He's playing with the Los Angeles Lakers in the Summer League. His name was E.B. Jabber. So he played there last year, and he's way older than me, so he has more experience than me. So,
and that's a big deal over there. You've got to work your way up the ladder. They don't just give you anything over there, do they?
Yeah, they don't give you anything. You have to work. And also, it's all about experience, they say, But at the same time, I just thought, hey, we all know how to play basketball. As long as you're putting the ball in the hoop, everything should be okay.
Show everybody your Shrek watch right here.
Oh, yeah, I got it.
Making an unusual fashion statement, Brandon.
Right here. Got it from McDonald's. They got the best toys ever.
I love it.
That is a McDonald's watch.
Yeah, of course.
And you're rocking it here in Las Vegas.
That's why I was laughing, because Trey has one. My son has one. That's why I looked at it and said, no, he's not.
These things are hot right now, man. No more diamonds.
You are crazy. Brandon, you are crazy.
He said he's not bling-blinging no more.
Not bling-bling. Just, hey.
That is life.
Hilarious. That's the funniest thing I've seen all week in Las Vegas is the McDonald's Shrek watch on the left wrist of Brandon Jennings. Now, speaking of that, how funny was Glenn Davis and Nate Robinson with the Shrek and Donkey thing in Game 4? Did you see him in their post-game interview on NBA TV?
No, I didn't see that.
You didn't see that?
No.
Oh. Well, they said, Nate Robinson said, yeah, we're Shrek and Donkey. You can't separate us.
Oh, wow.
It was one of the best moments of the entire playoffs. We're joined by Brandon Jennings. Happy to have him. DeMarcus Cousins' frustrations continue. He just wears that scowl, doesn't he?
Yes, sir. He's a focused kid, very emotional kid. Brandon, real quick, tell us some secrets. Well, of course, you're not going to tell all of them, but some of the things you've been working on this summer after having a year under your belt. Now when you go into training camp, what's your focus?
Well, I think for me, it's also a blessing to be able to play 89 games in, one season.
Right.
A lot of players don't get a chance to do that, so I have to say that was a blessing. The main thing is just getting stronger and being able to pace myself. I was so on the get-go to try to prove everybody wrong, and in the beginning have that great start. Then towards the end, I kind of slowed up a little bit because I didn't have any, legs and no energy. But I kind of picked it up in the playoffs, and I was able to finish out strong. But main thing is just getting strong, getting my legs going. I got a chance to talk to Gary Payton at the ESPY Award, so he told me some good stuff and how to pace myself and be ready, be able to stay on one level.
The stars are in the house here at Cox Pavilion. One of them, Brandon Jennings of the Milwaukee Bucks. Brandon, thank you so much for joining us here at Cox Pavilion.
Make sure everybody go get a watch.
Check out the Shrek watch right there. Absolutely hilarious. Brandon Jennings, baller/comedian, doing it here in Las Vegas. We'll be right back with more on NBA TV.